Schools up and down the country will be getting assemblies as a reminder of some of the horrific atrocities that took place during the Second World War. With each passing year, there are fewer and fewer survivors to tell the story, and as a result of that, the organisers came up with Holocaust Memorial Day so that young people up and down this country and elsewhere would be given an opportunity to look at some of the horrific behaviours of their predecessors so that hopefully it stays alive in people's minds and we don't see a repetition of that. So in a moment, we've got Ellie, Jessica and Leanne who have decided that they're going to come up and present for you. It's never easy to do, to stand here and speak to lots and lots of your peers. They've put in a lot of work and effort to this, not just the presentation, but also the images that you'll see as well. So I know that you will sit and concentrate and take on board the messages that are there. And at the end, I'll dismiss the assembly. Okay? So without any further ado, I'll hand over to Jessica.
Today, the 27th of January, marks one of the most significant moments in our history, the Holocaust. On this day, each year, we remember the 6 million Jewish people who were systematically persecuted and murdered by the Nazis under the leadership of Hitler and their collaborators during the Holocaust. On the image above shows Auschwitz, the largest Nazi death and work camp of the time, and was finally liberated 81 years ago this date.
Malka Shmulevitz, a 109-year-old Holocaust survivor from Lithuania living in Florida, said, "To be one of the oldest survivors alive right now tells me that we are running out of time. We all have a testimony that needs to be shared," she added. "We all want to be sure that this generation of young people and the ones that come after them hear and understand what truly happened during the Holocaust. If only so that we do not see it repeated." Susan Pollock grew up in Hungary and experienced anti-Semitism from a young age. In 1944, Susan was sent to Auschwitz. In 1944, Susan was sent to Auschwitz-Birkenau, where she was separated from her family. After the war, she found out that more than 50 of her relatives had been killed, and that only she and her brother had survived.
On Holocaust Memorial Day, we also remember other groups of people who were persecuted and murdered by the Nazis. These include Roma and Sinti people, sometimes referred to as gypsies, disabled people, gay people, Jehovah's Witnesses, political opponents, and many others. Rudolf Brasla was the last known concentration camp survivor deported specifically for homosexuality. He was sent to prison twice and then deported to Buchenwald concentration camp in 1942, where he was subject to forced labour for 32 months.
After the Holocaust, the world said never again. But humanity has failed to learn lessons from the Holocaust, and genocides continue to happen around the world to this day. On Holocaust Memorial Day, we remember the millions of men, women and children who have been murdered in the genocides which followed in Cambodia, Rwanda and Bosnia. Eric played for Kigali's top football team during the genocide in Rwanda. His fellow players protected him from the killing. Today, Eric runs an organisation which uses football to promote tolerance, unity, reconciliation in the UK and Rwanda.
Genocide is when a group of people is targeted for destruction just because of who they are, such as their race or their religion. Genocide does not happen out of the blue. It is the result of prejudice and persecution which sees this group treated differently from the rest of society. On Holocaust Memorial Day, we are reminded of what can happen when prejudice and persecution are left unchallenged, and of our responsibilities to stand against those processes when we see them in our own communities. This image shows the 10 stages of genocide and helps us to understand, to know what warnings to look out for. The stages may occur simultaneously or in a different order.
People are still discriminated against today because of their religion, their race, their sexuality, or another element in their identity. Whilst we are not at immediate risk of genocide here in the UK, hate speech and prejudice are frequently seen online, and a number of hate crimes reported each year is increasing. Outside the UK, at this very moment, genocide is taking place in the region of Darfur, which is part of the country of Sudan in Africa. On the screen are lots of ideas of things that individuals, groups and schools have done in the past to mark Holocaust Memorial Day and remember the people murdered. By holding this assembly, we are already doing something to mark the day. Learn about genocide and remember all those affected. Do you have any ideas of anything else you would like to do?
Let us all today commit to do something ourselves, in your class or as a school, to mark Holocaust Memorial Day and stand up against prejudice. Let's find out where genocide is taking place, learn about those affected by it, and tell others what we learn.
Please leave silently and thank you for listening.